This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
Follow the money.
That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Here we go. Welcome in. It is Follow the Money on VSiN, the sports betting network. Mitch Moss along with Paulie Howard. We're live in downtown Vegas. Circa Resort and Casino was the spot. And a hell of a 3-hour program lined up today. Eddie Olczyk on the program coming up at the bottom of the hour. He is calling the Eastern Conference Finals. And we'll talk about tonight's game as well in the West. And also we'll let him peacock about his magnificent analysis last Thursday with us about the Preakness. Aaron Renning on the show, professional sports bettor on the NBA. Game 2 tonight, Thunder hosting the Spurs and the Thunder taking money. NFL schedule observations and maybe some futures to make as a result with Warren Sharp coming up at 6 o'clock Eastern, and a little bit of everything with Matt Humans today on the show. Paul, I mean, how do you possibly top the first two games here?
If you don't like the NBA, you don't like yourself. This is insanity, what's going on. It's never happened before.
Yeah.
Both game ones go to overtime, and the first game was double overtime. I've never seen an 80-1 in play. And you could have thrown out any number in play, I would have believed it. Because ESPN Analytics gave the Knicks a 0.1% chance to come back and win.
Yeah, 99.9% win probability for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yes. Down 22 with 7:50, and they win the game, and then they cover. And that had never happened in NBA history. A team down 20-plus that late wins by double digits.
Yeah. Well, what was the worst beat of last night's game or the Monday night game? Was it the under in game one between the Thunder and the Spurs? You had to go to double overtime to get you, and you had to have that Wemby 3 from 35 feet?
Yep.
Or was it the Cavaliers plus the points last night?
No, it's the Cavs.
It is, yeah.
Because everything has to go wrong. To get outscored, they scored 11 points in about 13 minutes. Think about that.
Outscored 44-11.
And then the Knicks have to make almost every shot down the stretch. And now they just kept attacking Harden over and over again. And it's time for the discussion again, most tortured fan base in city. And we'll hear from T. Rizzo coming up as well. But Cleveland does it again. How about this? On Christmas, everyone watched. On Christmas, they were up 17 in the Garden in the fourth quarter and blew that game
Amazing.
too. And I can't believe the comments after the game. Atkinson, I'm not taking out Harden. He's one of our better defenders. Come on. Mitchell, it's just a loss. So it doesn't matter if you lose by 40 or 1. Atkinson not taking timeouts. I like to have a couple in my back pocket. They're use it or lose it timeouts, Kenny. It's an 18-1 run over 4 minutes. You might want to calm people down. But it's just, you have to beat them 5 of 7 now. You blew the game. It was over.
It was a total debacle. I would say that if he made that adjustment actually and took Harden out of the game, they probably win.
Yes.
If he's not on the court, I think the Cavaliers are up 1-0. Or, I mean, it's simple as this.
No, you're right.
Mike Breen had half the bang out on the Merrill 3.
Yes.
Whoa!
Yes. I know. If that falls, I know.
The game's over.
But they're going after him. Number one, he sends the aggressive double teams, and then it was taking candy from a baby with what Brunson was doing, just dishing it to OG or someone down low. But then to ISO him 9 times, and they scored
1 point.
1.9, yeah. I think they scored 17 points on the 9 ISO.
Here are all the hard numbers that you need to know. 6 turnovers and 5 buckets. 6th game this year in the playoffs where he's had more turnovers than baskets. How many times in his career? 30 plus?
32.
There you go. The Knicks got, this is the official count here. The Knicks got Harden to switch into 9 isolations in the fourth quarter and overtime. The Knicks averaged 1.9 points per direct action, and he was the screener defender on 21 on-ball picks in the fourth quarter and overtime alone. The Knicks got 1.6 points per direct action. All those numbers courtesy of the All City podcast. Absolutely astonishing, and that guy would not take him out of the game, nor would he adjust.
I never thought about it, he said. No, he's one of our better defenders. How about Brunson's has 5 fouls and you're in the bonus early?
I know.
And you don't attack?
Uh-huh.
Now here it's an all-time epic, and I can't believe Shaq and Kenny wouldn't say it. Good for Barkley. It's a choke job. The game's over.
Yes, it is.
It only happened once in NBA history.
Well, what else is it if it's not a choke job?
Oh, I don't know. Did they win it or did they lose it?
Okay.
Come on, they choked. You're up 22 with 7 minutes. Mm-hmm. The Clippers were down 24. Early fourth against Memphis. That's the only thing that tops it. But that's when a game like that happens. I also want to listen to the post-game show, whether it's in New York or Cleveland, just to hear the fans go crazy and the radio personalities about, I can't believe what I just saw from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's bananas.
Paul,
it's a total choke job.
Yeah, just ask any person who is from the Cleveland area and probably in their 30s or 40s. Ask them what they think of the game last night. 100% of them will tell you it's a choke job.
Yeah.
Every single one. Like, we've seen this before, and I want to go into my room and not come out for the next 2 weeks. It's happened over and over again.
No, milking clock. There's shot clock violations. The Knicks are getting whatever they want. But that's the thing, because I shut the game off and ordered Send Help on pay-per-view, that Rachel McAdams movie. And I go back, wait a second. It was an 18-1 run in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
You have to go back. It's like, this thing's down to 7.
Was it any good? Send Help?
No, not bad. Yeah.
Not bad? Okay.
Yeah, she's good. She's a good actress.
Well, she's one of my favorites. Yeah,
Yes,
she's incredible.
yes.
So this will tell you why you need to believe any number that was out there on the in-play wagering.
Yeah.
So it's not, think about this for 1 second. And before the game, the Knicks were, 6.5 point favorites, depending on where it closed. It's 94-89. And I thought, finally, I probably need to take some Knicks here. And I probably should have done it before that, but I didn't. I got plus 285, Paul, down 5, 3.5 minutes to go. Down 5.
Yeah.
So down 20. This is the stat. Teams up 20-plus in the final 7 minutes of the fourth quarter in a playoff game in the play-by-play era are now 643-1. That's it.
That's it.
So, yes, 80-1 is probably a realistic number.
DK had it. FanDuel had it. I saw the tickets, and I absolutely believe it. Because at that point, it's just like it's never happened, and how are you going to collapse and give that away? There's not enough time left.
I'm a little bit concerned about the cat assists going forward.
Because they're going to hunt hard?
They had to change everything last night to get back into that game.
Well, they were rusty and couldn't make a damn thing. Too.
Yeah,
that's the other thing.
But also,
Brunson shot 2 air balls. OG wasn't himself.
Yeah.
They were rusty. But I see your point. But it's hit 9 in a row. We got to keep riding it.
Yeah, my concern is the bet that I made before the series started, and that is he had 5 last night, so we went over for the game. But I bet him to average 6 in the series, and I'm like, hey, oh boy, that's going to be a rough one to win, I think.
You got to take Harden out of the game.
You have to.
got to take him out of the game, and we need to have an intervention with Von Tobel. You know, one of the best Sopranos episodes is intervention with Chrissy. That's so good.
What an episode.
Right. But it's like he can't give up on this guy. But Von Tobel, Harden's killing you. You can't back this guy. 32 times more turnovers than field goals, and he's just a cone on defense.
I think he came around to the Harden stuff, but he still likes the Cavaliers to win the series. And if you loved him before the series, I think you got to feel good about it today because he had that 22-point lead.
I don't know. I understand a lot of people saying you can't come back from this. I understand it. I think it helps that it was game 1, though. Had this happened later in the series, I think it's demoralizing. But how they respond tomorrow's going to be the key. But you're playing
everything.
with house money, right? Here's our buddy T. Rizzo. He's on the show tomorrow. Rizzo, livid, ESPN Cleveland at Atkinson.
What was Kenny Atkinson doing last night? What is that? I don't know if I'd let him coach tomorrow night. What was that? Then, dude, Kenny, I'm going to say this, and you messed up. You messed up. You got to own it. You got to own it. You can't come out and tell me that you didn't adjust right. The guy torches your 38-year-old guard. You never stopped, no timeouts. You coached a game last night, and I could argue you cost your team a W.
He's right.
I did.
I hated the comments after the game. I never thought about taking him out. Take a timeout. Take 2 timeouts and get Harden out of the game because, like Mike Brown said, well, it was no secret. We were going right after him. It was so easy.
Everybody in the world knew it. He might as well admit it after the game. Boy, poor Tony Rizzo. Again on the show tomorrow. That's the guy we talked about yesterday. He just had a heart attack. If he waited another 45 minutes, doctor told him he's dead. Should he be on the air? I think he might want to wait till the NBA season's over with.
Trying to kill Tony.
And then he might want to punt on the entire NFL season with the Browns on top of it.
Here's another one. He said this is right up there as some of the worst losses ever, and he was at the drive and the fumble.
Is this the worst Cavs loss ever? You know what? Caught in the moment, I might say yes. It's probably not. I don't know. We lost the game in the Miracle of Richfield. We lost. I don't know, to be honest. But Chris, doesn't it feel like one of the worst? This is one of the worst Cleveland. I was at the drive and the fumble, folks. I was at the shot, standing next to Wayne Embry in a tunnel. I was at that. This ranks right up there.
I can't believe you're right. He's going to take the day off. Oh, my God. Just a tortured fan base. It does help that it was only game one. Had it been like 2-2 or elimination game, right? But I agree with a lot of people that you don't come back from something like this. It's demoralizing, and you got to win 5 of 7 now.
Well, here's what I do know. Until that comeback, Donovan Mitchell was the best player on the court.
That's right.
He was Superman again in another game one, which we talked about yesterday. Game ones are like his safe place. I mean, he just goes out there and dominates.
But what happened down the end?
Well, that's the thing. Where did that go?
They all stopped playing.
But if he's that guy again in game two, of course they can win the game. He was incredible last night for the first, 40 minutes of the game before it just stopped.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like the prevent defense is what it was.
Yeah, milk and clock. But this goes back, I think it's a little bit of Minnesota, San Antonio game one. It's like the Knicks can't play any worse, and they won the game. That's why they're loving life, too.
Oh, no doubt.
And they'll make
are.
the adjustments, and they'll, and you can't hide Harden. But he's not going to pull him. He's stubborn with that. So they figured that out, too, where they can just attack him, and Brunson can go off, and Bridges can go off.
Yeah, I just don't, like, how do you make adjustments in game two while Harden's going to be on the court? Because he's going to have to play out of his mind on offense, which you can't rely on that.
No. Shamet saved it. Give him some respect and love. Guy was plus 25. Shamet was unbelievable.
All those big shots that he hit.
Yeah, right. Oh, what a game. What a game.
What a start to the conference finals.
Absolutely. I've never seen 80-1 in play. My God.
Then we'll get to game two of the West coming up next. Series price, player props, the Opta AI projections are madly in love with a couple of players in this game tonight. Find out which one's next here on VSiN.
Racetrack Television Network brings you every race, from every track, on every screen, every day. With monthly packages starting as low as $5, RTN gives you great value and access to more live HD streaming and race replays than anyone. Visit RTN.tv today to sign up and watch on almost any device, including Roku and Amazon Fire. Use promo code TRYRTN for a 5-day free trial.
This is VSiN, a network of sports betting analysts, writers, hosts, and handicappers, all here to help you become a more confident bettor. We broadcast live every day from Las Vegas, the sports betting capital of the world, and from studios across the country, giving you insight from every angle of the action. Take VSiN with you wherever you go with the VSiN Watch app, or catch us on streaming platforms and regional sports networks. You can also listen live on SiriusXM Channel 158 and on radio stations nationwide. Check out VSiN.com as well for betting tools, exclusive betting splits, AI-powered player prop projections from Opta, pro picks for every game, plus in-depth betting guides and articles built to give you an edge. From sharp betting analysis and daily best bets to insider interviews and expert breakdowns, VSiN is your trusted source for everything happening in the world of sports betting. See everything we have to offer at VSiN.com and become part of the Sports Betting Network.
Coming up on Thursday's edition of Money Moves, join me, Stormy Bonantoni, and Femi Abebefe in for JVT. Lots to discuss as the NBA and NHL postseasons roll on. We'll react to Avs Golden Knights and take a deep dive into Game 1 of the NHL's Eastern Conference Final between the Canes and Canadiens. I'll tell you why this player is poised to have a big day. Plus, following the Cavs' epic collapse at MSG on Tuesday, how should we expect them to respond for Game 2? We're covering it all beginning at 11 Pacific, 2 Eastern on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
You mentioned the intervention with JVT over his love of James Harden. Back after this, Great on X tweeted us a video that he put up from The Sopranos in 2021, called it the best intervention ever. I would ask this question. Is that the best scene ever from Paulie Walnuts in Sopranos? It's a very difficult. He's such an unbelievable character.
I like the scene in the abandoned van in the woods with Pine Barrens.
Pine Barrens.
And I also like when he loses it on the psychic, when he's gathered around there. Satanic black magic.
It's very good.
So is the chair.
If Funhouse, if you're still listening, you have to rank like the best Paulie Walnuts, like the top 3 scenes from that show. I think the intervention is just all-time good. As for tonight, how about the Thunder taking money now up to 7.5 at some spots? Up to 7.5? Are we getting carried away here?
Can't do it, dog. They could have their number. How are you going to play Wembanyama? Some people are livid. How can you put Caruso on him? Where's Chet? Is Hartenstein unplayable in this series? What happens there? Can Caruso do it again for 3? He's now the favorite at Caesars, most made threes in the game. Over 2.5 plus money. Dort, Caruso, little Wallace, they're going to dare these guys to shoot. The other thing is what they've done defensively against them in these meetings. And slow tempo. Game obviously should have stayed under game 1. But you're talking about a 65-win team and what they did to them offensively and holding them down like that. Game 1, OKC had an offensive rating of 103, and they only averaged 109 in the regular season meetings, well below average. So what they're doing defensively, and just they know, hey, we got Wemby back there, we're going to be fine. You know, I'm not going to say SGA is going to go 7-23 again, but certainly they made them work. It was difficult, and if they didn't give them a couple of those easy shots, that could have been like a 3 or 4 shots, because they gave him a couple easy ones where there was no help once he blew by the defender. So it's hard from a San Antonio standpoint with the props, because I think Fox is back and going to play. So I know a listener sent this in. He had Harper and Castle both have a double-double at like 80-1 in game 1. Because if you got the information early, because even Mitch Johnson said Fox is going to play, and then he didn't. But he was at shoot-around today. But it's just, with these kids and how well they're playing, I wouldn't be surprised if they go in there and shock the world, just because it's a tough matchup for OKC, even though the season's on the line tonight.
Yeah, and when it comes to the player props, you're looking at 2 perfect examples playing each other tonight based on how one guy coming back can impact a lot of guys on the same team. All you have to do is look at Game 1, Oklahoma City. Again, who was the star player against the Lakers for Oklahoma City? It was A.J. Mitchell. The reason why, there was no Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams comes back. He's pretty damn good in Game 1, but also that had a major impact on the usage and the overall attempts and how much of an impact A.J. Mitchell could have in that game. That's probably going to be a thing. So when Fox comes back tonight, assuming that he does, and he plays 30-plus minutes, like there's a trickle-down effect. So what happens to Harper's minutes tonight? I don't know how you can't have that guy on the floor. I'd play him 35 minutes.
Yeah.
I think Harper has to be out there.
Yeah.
So is it, would you like some champagne? Does he come off the court a little bit more? But he's your most reliable three-point shooter.
Yeah, I like him. I also like Johnson. I mean, I think you like a lot of these guys because they're priced as at a half or 1.5 for made threes. What I do like is if Fox is back, you should be able to take care of the nonsense with the turnovers. That's the only reason they didn't blow them out. They had 21 silly turnovers in Game 1. So if you cut that out, then I think they can win again. Because also it's just they're not going to have any answer for Wemby and the fact that he's motivated and knows I'm the best player. Why did SGA get the MVP and he had to sit there and watch that ceremony before Game 1? Mm-hmm. That drives him, motivates him.
You brought up Hartenstein. I'll expand on him in 1 second. I think the guy that you need to really be concerned about is Chet. And we saw it in Game 1, and here's the overall history. Chet Holmgren has averaged 10 points per game in 5 games against the Spurs this year. And in 10 career games against San Antonio, he's averaged 12.7 points per game. He's gone over 13.5 points, his prop, in this game tonight, 1 time in his career. This guy is shooting 36.5% against the Spurs. So you're telling me that this is not, like Wemby being there is not a major factor? Clearly it is. I think I got to play under 13.5 points in the game from the guy. And to expand on Hartenstein now, the Opta AI stats at VSiN.com, I'm talking every which way but loose with 2 players tonight and their props from Oklahoma City. One is A.J. Mitchell. They like him points and rebounds. They like him PRA. They like him points and assists. They like him points. The other one, their number one edge, or I should say edges on the board, are all Isaiah Hartenstein. So his points and rebounds prop tonight is even money at 10+. They're projecting more than 17.5. It's a 48.1% edge. That's one of the biggest edges I've seen with the new version of the Opta AI stats at VSiN.com since they've been posting this stuff. The PRA is a 47.1% edge. His rebounds they have flying over. So maybe like it's 5+. That's plus money. If you they have almost 9 rebounds out of him tonight. So if you ladder him with the rebounds and it gets there, huge plus prices will come in.
Can't play 12 minutes. Played 12 minutes, took 1 shot, had 2 rebounds. I mean, I don't think he's going to play him.
But is he in the? So it's because he's in the doghouse? Because I think this guy deserves it to be on the court more than Chet does.
I think it's because they realize they have to go small and have guys out there that can shoot just because of the big guy down low and what it makes their offense look like.
And then they're going to be okay and they got defending Wemby with Caruso and Jalen Williams again?
I know.
It's asinine.
I know. I mean, that's the other thing. It should be stealing. Just dump it down to him, penetrate, throw the alley-oop, or just let him get comfortable, find a spot, and feed him, and let him post up Caruso all day, whoever they're going to put on him.
I think so it's going to be the adjustment to the adjustment. Because I think what you just said, the Spurs are going to be too smart and too savvy to ignore, and it's going to be, okay, they have Caruso on Wemby. Yeah, we're going to go down low right now, and he's either going to get fed in an alley-oop or he's going to go to the free throw line. And then they can exploit that to the point of where Dagnall's going to have to say, I can't have Hartenstein and Holmgren both on the bench at the same time. They got to get out there. Yep. They got to defend the guy.
Yep.
There's also this. I played -1.5, minus 20 cents in the first quarter on Oklahoma City, expecting a bounce back. So in the 2026 NBA playoffs alone, if you lose the first game, coming back at home, 17-6 straight up in the first quarter, 16-6-1 ATS. The Thunder at home after a loss, when favored over the last 3 sets of playoffs, 4-1 straight up in the situation. Scott Seidenberg has that VSiN host. His website's called betterday.com. I got to play it.
For the instant gratification crowd, on Will Hill and Caesars, there's a quick picks menu. Wembanyama's $7 to win the opening tip.
What's the take back?
I think it's 5-1.
5-1?
Both teams to score in the first minutes plus 150. You can bet how many dunks happen in the first 3 minutes of the game. 0's minus 170. 1+ is plus 120. 2+ is 5-1. You can bet how many points in the first minute. 6 is plus 350. 4 is minus 160. 0 through 2 is plus 170. And you can bet how many threes are going to occur in the first 3 minutes of the game as well.
Okay.
All this stuff's great. But you have Caruso plus money over 2.5 made threes. He made 8. He attempted 14 in game 1. They're going to dare these guys to shoot again. That's the game plan. And I'm certainly not going to say he's going to do that again. But even if he can do half of that, you're going to have huge tickets that are going to cash. To make 6+ threes was 30-1 in game 1.
Wow.
Over 30 PRA was 25-1. What does Harper do again? 10+ rebounds was 24-1. I mean, some of the stuff that cashed in game 1 was insanity.
Yeah, I'm looking right now, trying to find the last time that Wemby actually lost a tip.
Yeah.
And I'm in the, so I'm thinking about this now. I'm now in the games against Minnesota, and he's jumping against Gobert, and so far going back, he's won every single tip. So there's got to be, and I know people specialize in this.
Could be a bad toss.
Well, the angle has to be either taking the Thunder to win the tip at 5-1, or you take a couple of Spurs players to score the first basket.
Yes.
Because you can get all of them at 5-1 or higher.
It's a good point. It's a good point. I'm going to win the opening tip.
Sure.
Just can I score right away? Absolutely.
I mean, just right into my eyeballs.
Yeah.
Just come on.
That's great.
Don't skip the vein.
Yep.
I need that. That's the biggest instant gratification of all time.
Yeah. We're getting several emails and tweets that they shouldn't play Fox.
I don't disagree.
Make sure he's 100%.
Yep.
That was strange. You know, when Johnson says he's going to play and then he doesn't right before the game, but you don't want to mess around with an ankle. And certainly Harper was the man.
I would also say this, though. If they turn the ball over that many times again, they're unlikely. Right. They're not coming out with a win, I don't think.
But 20 points, 10 boards, 5 assists, 5 steals. Oh, him and Magic Johnson, the only 2 guys to do it? Come on.
Up next, NHL Conference Finals time. The great Eddie Olczyk's going to join the program, get his thoughts on tonight's game, the East as well. Plus, he gets to peacock over nailing the Preakness last week on this show.
Biggest contest we've ever seen.
Seriously, what's the guarantee?
They're still talking about it.
I think it's time to put the rumors to rest.
Showtime.
$30 million.
$30 million?
$30 million?
$30 million?
That's $30 million guaranteed. 3 contests, multiple ways to win, no rate. Entry starting at $1,000. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere.
Elevate your sports betting game with VSiN's exclusive betting splits. Stay ahead with real-time market trends and track bet percentages on any matchup. Then uncover the edge by comparing them to the amount of bets placed to find out where the sharp money is headed. Upgrade to VSiN Pro to access betting splits, live odds, line moves, power ratings, and in-depth game analysis. Go to vsin.com/pro to join VSiN, the sports betting network.
This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Thanks for checking in here on a Wednesday. We go out to the Progressive guest line. We'll hit some NHL and a little horse racing here as the great Eddie Olczyk joins the program now. New nickname here for Eddie. This is a Paul Howard special. We're Wheelbarrow Eddie on the program now. Yeah. And your call last Thursday and beyond on this show with the Preakness, it doesn't get any better. You nailed it to a T, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate it, Mitch and Paulie. Thanks for the shout out the other day as well on Monday. And we got lucky. And full disclosure, yes, I did need a wheelbarrow to get the hell out of the track on Saturday. So.
There you go.
All is good. All is good.
Yes, excellent. You can speak to this as a star player, but this layoff, Carolina now, 11 days off. They start tomorrow. Longest layoff since 1919. How big of a deal is that?
I mean, we're doing a game. I'm in Carolina, just got here, and we'll have the whole series on TNT coming up between them and the Habs. I think it's got a chance really to go. It's got a chance to go three ways in game one.
Mm-hmm.
One would be as they come out and the rust is there, and it takes them a while and gives the Canadians an opportunity to hang around. And, you know, they've played the maximum amount of games and playing 14 games and just coming off a couple of nights ago, a huge win in Buffalo in OT. It could come out and be gangbusters for the first 10 or 12 minutes and then all of a sudden it's a battle the rest of the way, because that does happen. I'm just speaking from, maybe coming off a 6 or a 7 day break over, my playing career or even broadcasting of seeing teams, come out. And then the other one would be is it's just they haven't missed a beat. So it's hard to predict. I don't think anybody can predict, but I think we'll get a pretty good idea. I would say I'll probably go short end. I'll probably say the first 5 to 7 minutes of the game, I think we'll have a pretty good idea how the rest or the length of time off has either helped or hurt Carolina. I mean, they're going to be fine, but I think that there's the unknown there in the first in game one after being off as long as they have.
Yeah, that's fair. You got to leave some room for the unknown for sure. Well, let's do this then. How do you see the matchup going against the Canadians compared to their first two opponents in the playoffs?
Well, I think the closest, I think as far as comparable when you look at Tampa and Buffalo, I think just because of the experience of Tampa, Mitch, I think that it's probably more along that side of it when you compare the two teams that they've played already.
Mm-hmm.
But this team, this Carolina team is way quicker than Tampa, which I think makes them more dangerous just because the defense to me is very similar with Buffalo and Carolina, the way that they like to play. I mean, once Buffalo got to their game of pressing up with their defensemen, and sometimes you saw the game-tying goal by Dahlin the other night. Howard had the puck right in the middle of the ice, and off the face-off, here comes Dahlin. So you got two defensemen within 25 feet, and then ended up scoring the game-tying goal at that particular time. So I don't think Montreal has faced as a total team like this, if you know what I'm saying, like the experience and the fastness and the quickness and the aggressiveness of the D. To me, I think for Montreal to give themselves a chance and extend the series, because again, the longer it goes, the better. Now, Carolina hasn't lost a game yet. But I think that they have to be able to win the battles against the aggressive pinching in the offensive zone, keeping plays alive, the aggressiveness of the defensemen offensively for Carolina. If they can get pucks out and just live to fight another day, not give them any freebies, then I think that the Canadians can extend the series. But if Carolina has done what they've done the first couple of rounds in this, the Canadians are going to have their hands full. Add in the 14 plus games that they've played so far. At some point, you're gonna hit a wall here. And just to let people know, and we've seen it crazy in the schedule so far, every other day this series is going to go on, just like the West. The West starts tonight, obviously, in Colorado with the Golden Knights. But it's every other night. There are no 2 days off, where in a couple of these series early in these playoffs, we've seen teams get 2 and 3 days off. Actually, had 3 days off in that Colorado-Minnesota series. So it's a big ask for the Canadians, but they have that something going on right now, and they got the kid in goal. So I'm sure that they're feeling awfully good about themselves, and they should be.
What do you think of the West now? McCarr's out game 1. The injury was Stone.
Big loss there.
No
big
doubt,
loss,
yeah.
Paulie.
Yeah.
That's a huge loss. I mean, he is so good. We did on TNT. We did game 5, and we had made, myself, Kenny Albert, and Brian Boucher, we had made mention in the game that he just did not look comfortable when he was lugging the puck and he was moving up the ice, and then he kind of collisioned, and he was really laboring. He had 2 collisions. The second one, he ended up going right to the bench, and he made a beeline right for the dressing room. And he did come back, and he finished the game. And you could just tell he was very, very ginger. He was very protective of his upper body, and obviously the guy's banged up because he's tough as nails. So that's a major loss. That's a big advantage for the Golden Knights. Now, I haven't seen, as I mentioned, I've been traveling today. I did not see if Arturi Lehkonen or Sam Malinsky, 2 important parts of the Colorado Avalanche who did not play the last couple of games against Minnesota. Lehkonen is a top 3 forward, a top 6 forward on that team, and Malinsky has become a top 4 defenseman. You take Makar out now. Again, I'm not sure if those guys are in or out, but those are major losses. And the way that Vegas is going right now, they're getting the goaltending from Carter Hart. Mitch Marner's playing well. Jack Eichel, and I know he's only got the 1 goal, but man, oh man, he's eating up so many good minutes right now for them, and he's playing really well. I think he's got 14. He's got 14 assists the last time I checked. So there's an opportunity here for Vegas when you take out arguably the best defenseman in the world in a huge game 1 tonight in the Western Conference Final.
Are you okay with Wedgwood and the goaltending in Colorado?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Both those guys, Paulie, both those guys have played well. Both those guys struggled in the last round against Minnesota. No doubt about it. But the one thing that Colorado has been able to do all year, and it's a different game now because the playoffs, as you guys both know, the rink gets a little smaller come playoff time. You have time to make plays, but you feel like, because every shift matters, it feels like that the other team has 6 guys on the ice sometimes, and that's just the way that it goes. So I think Colorado has had the ability to be able to defend. I think both these teams can defend very well. The one thing with Vegas is that they're getting goaltending now, which they didn't get for a lot of the regular season, and I think it probably did costing Bruce Cassidy ultimately his job. And they got Carter Hart back. John Tortorella's done an amazing job, and this is a team with a lot of belief. So I do not have any issue with Wedgwood. And Paulie, if he goes sideways, they could go to Blackwood because he had himself a pretty darn good season too. So, but I think it is Wedgwood's net here. And if he needs a breather in this series, could I see Jared Bednar, giving him a game off if they get into one of these, double or triple overtime games? I can say that because I don't have Western. So if it goes double or triple overtime, I'll be okay with it. I don't know if my buddy Ray Ferrara over at ESPN will be too thrilled with a triple OT, but I'm good with Wedgwood long-winded. I'm fine with him because I think he's proven himself this year.
Here's what I'm seeing right now. Lehkonen is expected to play tonight. And also, I don't know if you missed this or not, but Mark Stone was skating with the healthy scratches at Ball Arena earlier today. He's not going to go tonight, but the question now becomes, does Stone come back for a game 2, maybe a game 3? How long does that Makar injury linger? I think if you like the Golden Knights in game 1 tonight, you got to think that they're live in the series a little bit, yeah?
Well, I don't know why people would not think they don't have a chance. They can defend, and I think that's the thing that has impressed me most, Mitch, is that they can defend. Now, it took them a while to get to their game. Let's call it what it was, because I had done game 2, and that was the 3-0 or 3-1 game against Anaheim. The Ducks were the better team in the first 3 or 4 games in that series, without question. Vegas got to their game in Game 4, and I think they really found a formula on how they need to play and how they want to play. So, look, you want Mark Stone in the lineup for sure because he's that impactful of a player. But you got to play the hand that's dealt, and teams have injuries, and nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Yep. So, especially on the back end, the door is open for the Golden Knights without Cale Makar in the lineup right now.
Eddie, you're the best. Have a great call in the East. As good as the Preakness went for you.
We're going to try. Thanks for having me, boys.
Be good. There you go. The great Eddie Elchuk's progressive guest line as high as 80-1 was available last night. Win, lose next year on VSiN.
VSiN's player prop projection tool is now available for the NBA. Get projections for points, assists, rebounds, and more powered by Opta AI. On VSiN.com/NBA props, we line up our projections against the latest DraftKings odds so you can quickly spot mismatches and find value before the market adjusts. The NBA player prop projections tool is available exclusively to VSiN Pro subscribers. Check it out now at VSiN.com/NBA props and join us on the Sports Betting Network.
Your favorite VSiN shows and personalities are now available to download as podcasts. Catch every hour of our live broadcast with VSiN Best Bets, or find your go-to show and download it directly. Get instant reactions to last night's games, sharp analysis on today's biggest matchups, and everything in between. Whether you're commuting, working out, or just catching up, VSiN lets you take the action with you wherever and whenever you want. Search VSiN on your favorite podcast platform and get in on the action with VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Win Some, Lose Some is sponsored by the Sharp Plays.
Were you a winner last night?
Wow, winning.
Or was it a rough one?
Well, they can't all be winners, can they?
Loser! You're a loser!
Molly Howard recaps the night in sports betting in Win Some, Lose Some.
First time ever, both game ones of the conference finals go to overtime. Last night was 11-1. Any game to go to overtime before the series was 3-1. The over 214 up to 218.5. Knicks in play at DraftKings and FanDuel 80-1. Down 22 with 7:30 left. Outscored the Cavs 44-11 the rest of the way. Most rebounds, Mobley plus 550. Something I don't look at and I forget about. Ozzy's on this. And it's hard to find, but he's saying it's the playoffs. They're going to let him play the steals. Brunson 3+, 8-1. Mitchell 5+, 20-1. Mitchell 6+, 30-1. Caruso had a bunch in game one.
Well, Harper killed it.
Yes, Harper had 7. Think about what that pays.
Well, imagine,
it's hard to find. I don't even see it on some of these apps.
So then think about some of the same game parlays.
Oh, and the ladders. I know.
Yeah, if you're tying in the steals and the assists, whatever. I mean,
yeah. Well, the Knicks kept giving the ball to Mitchell. It was a piece of cake. Listener had Castle and Harper double game one, 80-1. Rays did it again. Make it 15-1. Last 16 at home. A 4 spot in the bottom of the 8th, including they stole home. Incredible.
I bet him about, and I put this on the VSiN Picks page this morning, I bet him about 30 minutes before first pitch. Did you see the money again today? They got down to like $1.12.
I don't get it.
Now, they probably deserve to lose this game, and Shane Baz was really good overall.
Yep.
But they don't die, and they're incredible, and the power rating at some point is going to have to improve on this team.
Yeah. Got to respect them. Subscribe, be part of the team, VSiN.com, our radio and podcast friends. You always want to see these tweets and videos at Paulie Does Vegas on Instagram. Send them in, we'll put you on. These dogs are getting up there in age. Especially, the back legs can go on a German Shepherd. The guy put the elevator in to come up this. They don't have to go up the stairs.
That's incredible.
Look at this coming up. Hey guys, time for bed. Make it up there. I know. Okay, piece of cake. Coming up the elevator. The German Shepherd and the other dog. That makes it a lot easier.
Can I chime in for 30 seconds here?
Yeah.
So I didn't know that you were going to play this video today. My little dog that I have, Mickey, she's 13 years old, 10 pounds, less than that now actually, half Shih Tzu, half Terrier. 2 years ago, she blew out her ACL in her hind right leg, had to have surgery. The doctor told us there's about a 50% chance because she blew that one out, she's going to blow out her other one.
Yeah.
What happened 10 days ago? She blew out her left ACL. The doctor told us because she just had her teeth done, she probably cannot go under again at her advanced stage and how she didn't recover so well after the dental exam. I was on ChatGPT this morning to see if I could build anything for her to make it easier for her to get around.
Yeah.
Because we can't. She's probably got at least a good 2-3 years left, we think.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want to have her hobble around and gimp around for the rest of her life. I got to do something about that.
Yeah. Good job.
And by the way, it's amazing. ChatGPT, I told them everything. They came out with about 10 different ideas for me.
Did they?
Oh, it's insane.
All right. One more. Lazy dog on the couch. Look at this. The beagle. You put the bowl of water up right there next to him. I'll have to go down and get some water. That's incredible with the beagle. That's a piece of cake. That's excellent. FTM@VSiN.com. The email. Tony Rizzo on tomorrow. We asked about heart attacks. Scott Melman. I survived a heart attack 11 years ago. It felt like my heart was being wrung out like a sponge. It was excruciating. I got to the hospital in time. The doctor inserted 5 stents to save the day. Mr. Baker. Peak COVID 2020. Hospital, the last place you wanted to be. I was doing yard work. 10 a.m. It's hot. I was swinging a pick. All of a sudden, I couldn't catch my breath. I sat down under a tree. Then I thought, I don't want to die in this spot. I made my way inside. My wife got a look at me and said, I'm calling the ambulance. My back hurt. My chest hurt. It felt like an elephant was sitting on my chest. I couldn't stop hyperventilating. My hands were going numb. The AMT show up, called the ambulance, shirt off, hooked up EKG. Knew right away 3 peaks on the readout, supposed to have 4. I'm sweating. I asked, am I going to die? And I was making deals with my maker. The idea of something to live for, so I didn't fade out. Finally, they called ahead and asked if they'd give me more morphine. Get to the hospital. I passed out immediately. Craziest thing that's ever happened in my life. I'm so happy to be alive.
Yeah.
Hard to convey in an email. Thank you for doing
you
so.
did a good job of that.
Mr. Baker.
I'm curious, like, how long does that last then? Does that feeling of
Elephant
it's getting
sitting on your chest.
That, and it's like your heart's getting wrung out like a sponge, how long does that last? The whole time?
Yeah. He's just calling for the morphine the whole time. They can't stand the pain. You can't take it. Lose some. Harden. 32nd time in the playoffs. More turnovers than field goals. And a double moose in New York City. Cavs +7 and under 218.5. Again, 93-71 with 7 and change. Knicks outscore them 44-11. 18-1 run in 4 minutes. 80-1 in play. +7, forget it. Gone. They win by 11, and it goes over as well. Incredible start to the playoffs.
Yep.
With 3 sick beats. Sports calendar never stops. Sharp Plays covers it all, winning for 15 straight years. All of it documented, posted publicly, sharpplays.com. When they moves, the books take notice. Respected, watched, and feared. They reach out to over 500 sources and bettors worldwide across all sports and send it out immediately to subscribers. Mr. Poison tweets every day. Start winning with them. Sharpplays.com. Give them a follow and win. Sharpplays.com.
Looking at the Rays schedule right now. So they have the most wins, by the way, in the month of May. They're running away with this thing. Unless the Phillies, the Phillies lost today, actually, too. So I think it's a 2-game lead now. The Rays get the day off tomorrow. Then they have 3 at the Yankees. They're going to avoid Schlittler because he goes tonight. That game on Friday is going to be Nick Martinez, who's been really good. And they get Garrett Cole making his return on Friday night.
All right.
So the game on Saturday, it's going to be Rasmussen against Weathers. And the game on Sunday in New York, it'll be McClanahan against Will Warren. After that, they close May with 3 at Baltimore, whom they just swept, and then 3 against the Angels. Like, if the Yankees don't sweep the Rays, Tampa Bay is going to run away with the most wins in May. The way it appears, anyway.
They asked the people who cover the sport at ESPN.com who's going to win the conference finals. 21 of 24 said Colorado. 21 of 23 said Carolina. 260 favorites. That's incredible. Not giving the dog a chance.
Well, based on our conversation with Eddie Olczyk in the last segment, are you apt to come around here to the Golden Knights based on everything that he had to say? They are getting a couple of their players back tonight, but one of them will not be Cole Makar.
I'm not there
Cale
yet.
Makar?
Because they were thoroughly outplayed by Utah.
That doesn't. What does that mean? Anything?
Yes, it does. They should have lost the series in 5.
I don't know if that means anything.
You're going against the team that allowed the fewest goals and scored the most goals. This team's a cheat code. This team is Wembanyama here. They're so good. And they've stepped it up in a power play in the playoffs as well. Carter Hart's going to have to stand on his head. I would say, if you want to go over, okay. But
how about first period over? It's kind of a manageable number. It's, I think, around $1.25 to go over 1.5 tonight.
I'm with him, too. I'm okay with Wedgwood. 7-1 in the playoffs with a 2.45 goals against. Wembanyama, $7 to win the tip tonight.
Okay, so we looked at this, by the way. Good job by our producer, Luke. Going back in the playoffs here. So on the year, what did I say? Wembanyama is 60-15 with the tip. Yep, and he's 10-1 so far in the playoffs.
Wow.
And so the numbers look like this when it comes to the first goal, the first basket of the game. 5 times done by Castle, 4 times by Wemby, twice by Fox, and it goes on from there. They are 11 out of 13 scoring the first basket of the game going back. 11 out of 13.
Wow.
So you can, again, he's a $7 favorite to win the opening tip. So do you want to look at Castle tonight and Wemby scoring the first basket? Bet them both. The beauty of this market is that you're going to get some nice plus numbers on whichever players you decide to go to war with.
Yeah. I don't mind Fox if he plays either. But then maybe it could be a corner 3 to start as well. That could happen. No one tempted more. They number 1 in corner 3s attempted. OKC number 1 in corner 3s allowed. You come out with that to start.
I got first basket right now. Wemby is, I'm looking at FanDuel, plus 390. Castle, plus 750. Fox, 8-1. Do you want to bet Castle
First
and Fox?
basket. Does a free throw count?
No.
Oh, it doesn't.
You'd have to bet the method of the first point of the game.
Yeah, those are huge payouts.
And you can also bet the player to score the first method of the game, whatever.
Yeah.
So if you bet like Fox to hit a free throw for the first point, it's like 100-1 or whatever. That's obviously very difficult to do.
Wemby Castle, yeah. That's fine. But that's great. That is awesome for instant gratification.
Oh, no doubt.
And the fact that he's going to win the opening tip and get a good look to start.
I think it was was it a Castle 3 the last time out? I think it was a Castle 3 in game 1.
They shot a lot of them.
It was. Yeah, do they take that many again tonight?
I hope not, but I think
they don't have to.
No. Especially early in the shot clock. I don't like it.
No, neither do I.
If they're going to put Oompa Loompas on them, I mean, you have to punish Caruso. That's an insult. Guy's 7'4".
Mm-hmm.
Let him get comfortable, dump it down to him. He's the sheriff down there on the block. Give him the badge and a gun.
All right, professional sports bettor Aaron Rennie next